Day 5 of Read My Book With Me. This is when the girls are out having lunch. No, Leslie is out having lunch alone. My temporary title is With My Name on It. Excuse me. Need the energy. It's like 90 degrees. All I'm eating today is sweets. It never failed, whether in the contiguous United States, Alaska, Hawaii, the possessions, or the various territories. A female lunching alone can most times be an endeavor of enormous proportions. The threat to the psyche was real. The mere prospect of eating a meal at a gorgeously set table by yourself has the tendency to cause the hardiest of females and the most liberated of women to quake in their Prada boots. The connotation is implied that you are a pathetic ne'er do well and so needy and pitiful that you have been reduced to this. Les and her friends stated in their barrel conversations that in this society, with more people single than married, it was still not understood that being alone and being lonely are two different things. She was not lonely, but simply alone. Kika, the resident head shrink and newly employed of the group, saw it from an anthropological level in that a lone woman is a threat by her very presence. She furthered, it's just like everyone has this archetype of woman waiting to be married, wanting to be married. When one thinks outside the box and then goes outside the box, she's seen as a threat. They didn't know whether that was true or not, but they did recount times that women seemed more patronizing than men in such situations. The platitudes of remarks heard and unspoken ranged from pity to suspicion to envy. She and friends spoke about the restaurants and eateries and establishments that openly discouraged single women here in the United States. She knew this was a fact. Excuse me, I'm eating with food in my mouth. That's very rude. Excuse me. While she had learned long ago to expect the patriarchy and inflated sense of machismo in other countries, where once in a Mexican town, a sign was actually posted to that effect: no single women. She mentally cursed when thinking about the blatant discrimination. The American lawyer in her felt that open discretion by discrimination by marital status and gender was intolerable. She did cut her trip short and strategically research where her travels took her from then on. It made for her hypothesizing of opening an exclusive restaurant only for single women. Let's picture the sign at the door. No families or couples allowed. Thank you very much. For all any of these paired up women and families together groups knew, she could very well be an hour from meeting a Brad or a Denzel or a Smokey. Really wishful thinking on her part, she knew, for an aperitif or a drink. Encountering what right did she have to eat here looks, or the chastising stare that invoked the shock and awe. She had the unmitigated gall to meal acquiesce in the public domain. Smartphones were a smart accessory to display to ward off looks. As for the time being, she could appear industrious at least. With her head bent, her Facebooking and Twittering aligned her as a tad more normal and appeared to mollify apprehensions. Even though coupled or with families, many around her seemed as oblivious to their surroundings as she was. Sadly, the idle joy of just plain people watching was a thing of the past, too. People in this day and age had to appear to be engaged or connected to an invisible entity that prevented the appreciation of the present and presence of others. While she was grateful to have her phone to fiddle with and to even complete business transactions, she enjoyed just being in the moment and people watching. Fear of solo lunching may well be a psychological disorder, and if not, it should be. She made a mental note to bring this up to Kika as a research project. In the technology era, norms were anything but. How many women ate before a date so that her girlishly scant order of a salad with perhaps a light fare of some broiled and lemon pepper seafood presented her as the refined and delicate flower which her date envisioned her to be. We need to start a hashtag of eat dash two, she always thought. A website to recount the ways that women and food work to never really satiate an appetite and make companies big business like Weight Watchers, like watching their weight. Les, being from the Midwest with descendants from the South, knew all too well that real food was meant to be filling and sustaining. A salad should be a prelude to a steak, baked potatoes with butter, cheese, and all the fixings with room for strawberry shortcake for dessert. Southerners saw food as a spiritual undertaking, and the company and community of loved ones a religious belief that kept the notion of Sunday dinners alive in many cultures. Thank you for listening to my read along. I hope you enjoyed it. And even though I wrote that 8 years ago now in the summer, people I've talked to this year, very confident people, actually have that fear of eating by themselves. And I'm always shocked. Because I'm thinking, I'm an introvert. And it never bothered me, has never bothered me to eat alone. But I'm told most women, if not people, are as afraid of eating alone as public speaking. What about you? Are you afraid of going out to a restaurant to have a meal? Let me know in the comments. Have a blessed day.